morning and welcome to my channel. Thanks very much for coming along with me today. You're all very much appreciated. Now I've, as you know, been to the UK and I brought these back. I've got them in the works. So they're huge. They're giant ones. They're 12 by 19 centimetres, which is, I'm not sure, 12 is about 4 3/4 by 7.5. Now, I've got lots of ideas. They have been opened, yep. But to start off with, I'm making some super easy, simple pockets. Get it right, Sharon. Right, I'm going to take 4 cards out of here. I've got a few to make. Let's take that one. A couple I want to make. I'm starting, I'm not sure if it'll be out by now. I doubt it. I think this is probably going to be my first or second video out. But I've got, I'm doing a design team project for Mark Book and Planners, and I did, it's Edwardian, so I want to make some ephemera for it. So this is one of those times. So I'm just taking my bracelets off because they're clanking. Now, these are plastic coated, so to start off with, you do need to, well, I use an emery board, but you can use a sandpaper, whatever, just to take this top of the plastic coating off so that you can stick something to it. So I've done that. I'm going to take, I have chosen 2 different cards. I'm taking this one and just taking off, slicing it in half, like that. And I'll be using that on there. Now, I could use this on here, but it's the same suit same suit in the pack of cards, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to cut another one, because I can always make 2 more, or just use these in journals. So I've got them both. No, I'll use that one. We'll go that way. I've cut it the other way, so we'll go that way. We'll have one like that and one like that. There. So with this one, I'll put that one aside for the moment. I'm going to use my alcohol inks and just drop over the card. And these are the inks that I use for my tape. And then some mixative in with that, like that. And then I'm just rolling it around like this. Bearing in mind this side is going to be covered, so do it like that. And I'm getting very inky, so I need to put that aside to dry, and I need to do the same with this one. Okay, so I've got the next one, and with this excuse me, I'm going to use some of my vintage sewing pattern paper. it's that way round to go over the top. And once the alcohol inks are dry, I will be using the same stuff, same paper, to go over that as well. Whoops. So that one can go on there. And what have I got here that could fit on this one? I've got a lot of it, a whole bag full. And I know I've done some sewing pattern paper videos, which I will link above for you to use your vintage pattern tissue paper. I will link those videos. Now, to do this, I'm using a matte medium, and I'm just move that one out of the way. I hope you're all well. I've started doing the videos again. I think Mark and I were just totally exhausted from the travelling we did in the UK. I just needed a break. We did so much up and down the country. I think I've mentioned that before. And it was quite exhausting. Lovely seeing friends and family, but oh, so exhausting. But we're back here. I've got my son coming over in July from Dubai. I can't remember if I've mentioned that already or not. So we need to be getting the house ready. And the renovations on our part of the house have nearly finished. And I've nearly got my, I've got my walk-in wardrobe, yay. As I say, I've got my pantry, but I haven't quite got my ensuite yet. That's still to be done. But we'll get there. Now, I just lay this down gently. Doesn't matter if it squishes. I'm not too worried. And then I put another coat over the top like this. We did come back to a green swimming pool though. The weather changed drastically, and we've been back 2 weeks, and we are just desperately trying to get it back. We are getting it back there slowly. It just takes a while for all the chemicals to work. Very annoying, because the temperature yesterday was 41 degrees centigrade, and I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, I'm afraid. We used to have Fahrenheit in the UK, but they changed to centigrade when we went decimal in the 70s. Right, so I will now get on with the other one and leave all these to dry. These are all dry and I've trimmed them off, and on this one I've inked around the edges. So what I'm using is walnut stain and just coming in with the brush around the edges. And you can see where it's creased, it picks up the ink, which I really like as well. You do have to go back around with the glue, because sometimes by the time you've cut it, you haven't managed to catch everything. Just pick up your creases so they stand out a bit like that. Get rid of that for now. So the next thing is some stamping. Actually, it isn't. It's just highlighting the edges round here. And the other things I do. Okay, now I can't find it. There. Is use a Sharpie with these, and I do it on this side because I'm not a very steady hand, and I just go along the top just colouring in the edges. See, I'm not a very steady hand, and that's what happens. So I do it on this side because either this side will be glued to a page, or if you're going to clip it in, I would be sticking some coffee paper, tea dye paper on the back for writing, or decorative paper, whatever. But as you can see, my hand is not overly steady with this, but it just darkens the edges, I find, and just finishes it off. Whoops, see, there I've gone again. Just finishes it off. And when I do it on the other side, of course, it goes on the pattern paper and makes a mess. There. Okay, so I'm going to be sticking this on here. But first of all, what I want to do is do some stamping. So I'm getting my stamping platform. Whoops, I've just dropped a load of stuff. Oh well. And it's going to be bearing in mind where that is going. I've got a background stamp here. I'm going to take that off on the edge there, and I'm using archival ink, black for it. Now I'm not worried if it doesn't ink all over. It's just going to be a background for a bit of interest, and I do like using this because I can press down a lot harder with this as well. Oh yeah, I like that. And then I'm going to do this one, put that there, take that one off. I sort of do it there. Just this side, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, because then that is going on there like that. One of the other things I want to do, which I will do without the stamping platform, is put some stitches on it. So some of these faux stitches. Now you can sew round, which I would probably normally do, but I thought I do need to use these. Now, do I go all the way like that? And I forgot my block there. Oops, sorry about that. I've got my WhatsApp going. I've got my daughter-in-law in Dubai. They're coming, as you know, my son's coming over. Well, they're going to be, they're buying gifts and they're asking shoe sizes for trainers and all that sort of thing. Because I must admit, that kind of thing over there is quite cheap. Right, and just finish it off down the bottom here with that. So she's on WhatsApp with me saying, is this so-and-so's shoe size? And what do you think so-and-so would like? Okay, so the next thing is to stick this down here. And what I've got is, I got a new dangle. I made myself at long last. And I filled all my glue pots up. So there, this sticks quite well. I'm using the block or the Fabri-Tac. I do have the art glitter glue from the UK that I brought back with me. I think I may have already mentioned I found somewhere in Holland that sells it, so I'm quite pleased about that. Whoops. So what I'm going to do is, I thought that this, I feel, grabs as well. And I do get a bit of manoeuvrability in it, so that's something. Like that. While I'm just making sure that's all dry, I'm just going to leave that over there. Only thing is, when I fill my glue up, what I find, it pops out the top, and that's what makes my dangles all gooey. There. Okay, I've got the other one already done here. I've done a printing on there, but it went slightly wrong, but we're going to cover it up. It sort of got a shadow on it. I'm going to use this for here, but it is just putting a bit of script down just to give a bit of a background interest over here, like that, maybe there, just something simple like that. And then what I've got is, I've got some few pieces here, so I thought I could put some book page that has got texture paste through a stencil, and these pieces come from Graphics Fairy, and this saying is from Ruby and Pearl. Now, one of the other things is the whiteness on this. So I have this little pen that I go round the edge with. The idea came from Roxy Creations, but it just gets rid of that stark white that you have. So you see how much better that makes that. So I was going to put that there, and then this, the birds sing across there. Let's move it over there. So that's like that. And the other thing I've got, let's see, I need to do a dangle for this one now, don't I? Is I made up a card using some of the Graphics Fairy images, and this came from their Goldfinch and Geraniums kit, and I've just backed it again. This, I think, is Ruby and Pearl, some invoices, so they're going in like that. And then I've got some dyed seam binding, so I thought they could go in like that. So that's one done. Now this one, slightly different. I've got an image here. I'm going to do this one for the Edwardian journal that I'm starting, that I'm doing for Mark Book and Planners. I'm not sure if this will come out before that or after it. Young girl from India, she's only 17, I believe, just done her exams, and she's doing some designing, so I'm doing this for that. This is one of Tim Holtz's people though. And then I want some here. some paper behind. I wonder if I can pull that down. Yeah, this is a Russian Spanish dictionary from the, I believe it was the 1960s. I'm not certain. But it's got a nice patina to it. What I should have done was use this. I want a crinkly edge, but a bit straighter on this side. That's it. There. Like that. And then I'm thinking, not quite sure. And then I have this. Now, I love the gold. Got that one, and I've got a bigger one. Don't know whether to put that like that. Yeah, I like that. These are those paint samples from those cards I did the other week. And then what I've got is some labels. What have I got here? Roxy's labels here. I do like these. This one, ooh, blue. Okay. Right, that over there. I'm now thinking maybe this is under there. That like that? Or would we be better with something like that? I think I prefer something like that to blue. Like this. Quite like that. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. So I'll just stick all of these down, but sorry, excuse me, I'm going to ink around the edges here as well, and I think I said I'm using walnut stain for this. So I've got that done, and decided he's coming home to his wife. To see her. I brought a bunch of flowers, and then one of the other things I'm going to do is a picture of him and his wife. Now these are the pages from the kit, the Edwardian Era kit, that I've actually done 4 to a page, so I shrunk them, and I'm just folding them in half, and I'm gluing just here and here, so I can make a hidden pocket as well. I will glue down there just to make sure. I'm gonna, once it's dry, I am gonna have to trim that off as well. So I'll tidy that up. That will fit in there. And then what also I've got from the kit, if I can find the pack, here we go. I've got some of these, that one, I think. These are the tags that come with the kit as well. And I'm going to use, no, not that one, some of these little lace places, for want of a better word. So something, I want it to show, so maybe not that one. Maybe I need something that's got flowers all over it. It'd be this one, because I've got flowers everywhere there. Yeah, maybe that one. You should see my desk, it's a mess at the moment. So I'm going to put that there. I need to back this as well. Let's put that on first and ink it first. These come from Lisa and Olive. She's got 3 different kits, pink and a blue and a sort of a grey colour of these little lace, all different sizes. So that's going to go in there. So I just need to back it. Okay, I've inked around this one, so you've got a nice little hidden pocket there that you can put something in yourself. This will fit in a hole if you're doing like an A5 journal. That will fit on a page, or you can clip it in. And with this one, I've been tea dyeing a lot of seam binding. I'm just going to put this in here like I did with the other one. And just tie it in the top, and I backed it with some parchment paper, type of paper, sort of, I don't know what they call it, that I've got. So there goes my WhatsApp again. My daughter-in-law is trying to get in touch with me. Okay, so that's just going to go in there like that. So that's that one for the Edwardian journal. This one, and I forgot to say, I've also done the same here. I've made a little pocket there with that one as well. So that goes in there. And this was one I tried out. And for this, these are from the Belle Epoque kit from Digital Collage Club. And I've just put that onto some embossed packaging paper. And then this one, I printed some of these little images like this but bigger. Weren't brilliant when they came out bigger. It lost its I don't know what you call it, you know, the sharpness. That was from G. Kerr, I think, or My Porch Prints, I'm not sure. I've got couple of books like this with mini embellishments from when I first started, and I'm trying to, as you know, use things up this year. So this was another one, so I printed that onto tracing paper. I've got a few of them now I've done, so I'm going to be putting them in the Edwardian diary journal as well, not this one. But anyway, that's my very large playing card pockets, which I can't get into the frame. There we go. So you'll be seeing these, and I've got some other ideas to use these really giant playing cards. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and thank you for coming along with me, and you've got this far. Thanks a lot. Bye.